Serenyx fans, we are out here again on the field in Serenyx League. We have a 3v3 in the Elite Division with Adapt Esports versus Inspyre Esports. I'm your caster here with a co-caster, special guest, Endless Dolphins.
Hi, people.
Hi to him. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Excited. I've got a vested interest in both teams, so I'm pretty pumped to see them play.
Awesome. I was gonna ask you if you know about these teams or anything like that. So
Dude, we got Adapt. Obviously, the main thing is Joshi. Everyone loves and knows Joshi. Um,
I've heard a lot about him. Yeah.
yeah. So I used to be a coach for legit esports. I think he still is an admin for them. So I have a lot of familiarity with Joshi, and I'm very curious to see how he performs with his team and Adapt. But then Inspyre Esports used to carry a different banner around. They were formerly under Evolve Esports, which I am still an admin and one of the, I guess, founding team members for. And Evolve is actually shutting their doors, and so we've encouraged a lot of our teams to go find new homes. And I'm so happy that they were able to find a home under Inspyre, and that they are all still happy, still enjoying the game.
Yes, we do love that. Alrighty, yeah, I heard that this was going to be a great face-off and everyone wanted to see this, so happy to be here to give the people what they want.
Indeed.
Let's see, I see one team here.
Indeed.
I know.
We got
Half
Nick and
of it.
Bistro.
Yeah, like 2/3 of a team.
Just waiting on the others. The excitement, the tension is palpable.
Perfect. Okay, your audio's here. It is. Okay, also, I showed it, but I didn't mention it. Here's our handy dandy scoreboard for the night, you guys. Okay, Adapt Esports versus Inspyre. That's going to help us out tonight. Keep track of who's winning how many games and when, as well as our in-chat scoreboard as well. So keep an eye out for that. Super exciting. Looks like everyone's showing up. All right, 8, that's everybody. All right, we are good to start. Are you good to go?
Are you too low? There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. Good. All right, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome on in, Clarky. How are you? I'm going to let the teams know we are good to start on blue since everybody is here and the games are going to be underway.
We got Nels and
What's
Clarky
up,
chat.
Nels?
What's cracking?
How's it going? How are you?
I can send a message to in-game chat if you'd like.
Yeah, you can do that too. Thank you. I'm good. We are out here in Serenyx League, casting a 3v3 in the Elite Division. Super excited. You're good too, Clarky. I love to hear it. Let's go. Nels is on the field. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that.
Somebody do that.
Oh my gosh. Nels takes kickoff straight towards the goal. It's just wide. He's gonna send it back to Comfy, who takes a shot. And it's saved. Joshi with the save.
Indeed. Opening onslaught from Inspyre. Love to see it. Great kickoffs from Nels. And they're certainly holding pressure quite well. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of this game goes. Obviously, game one, very much a feeler game. But we already could see some seeds of aggression versus a very contact play style from Adapt. Only time will tell as we go on.
Here comes Comfy, taking it towards it, getting shut down straight away. Sends it to the corner. In comes Nels with the pass. It's a shot, and it's saved. Joshi with the save. Nick's gonna follow it up, take it down, send it over to Bistro. Nels on defense, gets the clear. Over to Comfy, who sends it down. Nels a little too high. In comes DC. And Bistro on defense once again, taking it to the corner.
You see just the meticulous offense from both teams, particularly from Adapt. This is what they're going to strike right there. Comfy able to get the save. But they're not rushing things. They're feeding it through their teammates. Whereas, oh my goodness, just as I say that, Comfy is able to tuck one under the bar. Gets the lead for Inspyre. But the patience has certainly been paying off for both teams as they're getting good looks on the net. And we'll see if that continues throughout the rest of the series.
Most definitely. Let's see what happens with kickoff. Nels took the last one. Okay, we have a stalled kickoff. DC is going to be taking that, though. Tries to get a pinch, is unable to. In comes Nels. Over to Comfy. A little wide. Joshi is there. Comfy intercepting that. Over to Nels once again. And it's no good. Still just wide. Bisho's going to get the clear. Take it straight towards their net. Go wide. And Nels gets a touch to send it out.
You see Inspyre just absolutely suffocating with their offense. They're pouncing. They're not letting them get too far as Nels is going to drain one in. 2-0 in favor of Inspyre Esports, but it's really off the back of that continued offense, and eventually you throw enough shots at the net, one of them's got to go in.
Big time. Sometimes it's just a numbers game, you know? Constant rotations, and you attack enough, one's got to go in, so...
Indeed. As both teams now still considering it's still a feeler game, anything can happen. Game 2. Maybe we'll see Joshi and Nick figure something out there. But, oh my gosh, double demo coming out from Comfy. Surely it's going to be a 3-0, and it is. Nels, the benefactor of it, keeping the Mouse Esports decal. You'll love to see it. That is certainly a throwback to those. Maybe if you're a Lethemir fan, you might be familiar with Mouse Esports, the team that he finished his pro career off on. But you love to see it. I'm glad to see someone's keeping the legacy alive.
Yeah, most definitely. We love the support all around, always. Here we go. Almost a shot. Not quite the angle Nick needed. It does get cleared out. Bisho's going to try and turn it around. In comes Nels for the challenge, but Bisho takes it once again and falls off. Comfy gets the touch for the turnaround. And DC is going to follow it up, sending it to the corner. Bistro, again, on defense, trying to keep it away from his net. A double dirty demo. Joshi and Nels taking each other out. Comfy trying to gain possession. Get a not awkward touch here.
Yeah, I'm really starting to think that Adapt needs to, well, adapt a bit and change up their playstyle. They're being a bit too passive, and while Inspyre hasn't been as refined with their touches, simply being on the ball is proving to be too much for Adapt to handle. And they need to figure something out if they want to even hold offensive pressure, let alone get a goal. But I just gotta say that Nick gonna drill one in, and Adapt is on the board. The caster curse.
And seriously, it's a thing. Adapt needs to get inspired. Crazy work. Yes, yes they do.
That's a real knee
Hopefully they
slapper.
can take this one.
Oh my gosh.
DC off the crossbar. We heard that dink. Nels with the turnaround, straight to Joshi, getting one touch, sends it to the wall. Nels is there. Comfy's gonna try and help him out. Bistro gets the turnaround though. He is gonna follow it up. He's low on boost, so Nels is gonna capitalize, take it down. Nick getting in the way, keeping the ball at mid. Comfy with the challenge, sending it to the other side of the field. In comes DC, sending it to the back wall. Joshi's already there though. Sends it to the corner, gets another touch, trying to get past Nels. Bistro's gonna help him out till he gets taken off the field. We have a pinch to the other side. Nels gets the read, but it does not do him any justice. They centered the ball for them. It's okay, they got the clear. Nels almost with a shot. Nick taking the challenge here. Ball's going into the corner once again. 1 minute on the clock, a 1-3 game.
Indeed, anything can happen, but it's starting to get to crunch time if you're an Adapt Esports fan. But it's curious to see just the level of aggression from Inspyre. That one's going to sneak through. I thought that surely was going to be a save. But Nick, able to get a second for the day. And I feel like almost every time I talk, someone scores. Maybe I should talk less or talk more often. I can't figure it out.
I don't know. I think we want to see some high-scoring games. So maybe you should just take over. I'll take the backseat.
Nah. You got it in the bag. I'll consider you to strategically cast your curse. As one does.
Yeah.
As
there you go.
DC, or I think Does he want it Decibel? I'm starting to think he might want Decibel for his name. If so, that's a cool way of spelling it. But
I was wondering how you were gonna pronounce it. That's why I just said DC. You figured it out. There we go. I love deciphering people's names.
oh my gosh! Oh my god!
There it is! A 3-3 game. Last 20 seconds.
Nick,
The people said they want OT.
it's for the content. Nick, I need to
Yes,
talk
now
to your
I have to
chiropractor. Nick, putting the team on his back, able to get a nice little hat trick there. Things that you absolutely love to see. And it seems he has the magic bullet to get past this Inspyre defense. See if they'll keep it up, or if the pre-jump heavy Inspyre will take the win.
Do the people get what they want? Is Joshy gonna be taken down? It is overtime! Clarky called it. Let's go. Overtime kickoff goes to Nell, straight to Nick, off the wall, straight towards the net. And he's got Booster followed up, does not get the double. In comes Comfy on defense, sends it to the wall, and he gets intercepted. Nell's on defense. Comfy's gonna take it out. Nick's gonna turn it around. Nell's with the pre-jump, gets the save, and the follow-up, gets the reset. Another touch over to Joshy.
Nels absolutely just loves those pre-jumps. Even when it seems like there's no way he's getting the ball. He's still up, and look at that. He jumps up, takes away from his teammate, and he's just making it work. Infield pass, Comfy's gonna drill it in. Inspyre Esports take game number 1.
What a game. We got overtime. Inspyre's taking game number 1. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. It is a best of 5. That is in the title if you didn't read it, but best of 5. Inspyre Esports takes game number 1. What are our thoughts here?
Really, it's surprising almost that this ended up being such a close game, considering how much pressure that Inspyre had. They had significantly more shots, they had more of the field possession, and they ultimately just looked like they were in more control of this game. Really well done by Nick to get those goals. Maybe Inspyre need to clean things up a little bit to make it more of a shutout, but interesting to see what adaptations Adapt makes, so maybe get the rest of the team involved in there. It's not just a one-man show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Adapt's definitely gonna have to step up, help out his team there. Like you said, he put his team on his back, carried them as far as he could, carried them into overtime. So that's definitely something to shout out here. Also, I got your hydrate, Clarky. There you go. Yes, I'm glad you saw it. I didn't want to say anything. Very important here, guys.
Hydration is very important. If you ever want to become a caster in the future, always keep some water nearby. You may not think you need it by game 1, but after like 3 overtimes in a row, you'll need it.
Right? Literally, or if you're casting tournaments, oh my goodness, it's over. But here we go, game number 2. Let's see who's gonna take this one. Kind of have a stalled kickoff. Josh is gonna take it. Nell's already pre-jumping. Both missing the connect. It's a shot saved by Comfy. Ball's going out. Comfy once again with the pop-up. He is following it, using the last of his boost. One more pop-up. Bistro gets a touch, sending it over Nels. Nick in charge, getting shut down by Comfy. And Decibel is gonna clear it out. Taking the challenge. Low boost. In comes Nels. No boost. Bistro's already up though. Gets the touch over to Joshy. Over to Nick. Full team effort here. Joshy sending it center. It's a shot just too high. Nick's gonna try and turn it around, keep the offensive going, but Nels is gonna shut him down. Ball is center. Nels with a shot, and that's in. First goal of the game. Inspyre.
Nels rocking the OG BDS decal. He's really just a fan of the throwback decals, which makes sense. He's got the alpha boost, but you can see just how confident that Inspyre is. Comfy going for the resets, that massive pop, and Nels just pretty much doing whatever he wants in the field. Rocket League, such a mental game. And if you're an Inspyre fan, seeing them going for these shots, seeing just how comfortable they are on the field, and that one might end up off the bar, and it will. It's got to feel good. But if you're Adapt, you got to do something. You need a go-ahead goal. You need something to hype up the team and slow down this Inspyre momentum.
Yeah, definitely mentality is a big thing in Rocket League. I swear it's like one of the top things that I think is like overlooked. Like we talk about it a lot, but we don't really understand exactly how important that is to keep your team's morale up, even after just one loss, you know, and trying to find that momentum that you need. So hopefully Adapt can find it, as they definitely need it right now. A 0-2 game, a little over 3.5 minutes left.
Indeed, and you see it's just a little sloppy on the rotations. Joshi really hoping that Bistro would get a touch, and honestly, like, it's great to have faith in your teammates, but sometimes just positioning a little bit more defensively is the move. Because, oh my goodness, Bistro's gonna snipe that one. And just as I was saying one thing, just go back to the other. Bistro catching its sloppy rotations both ways. Nell's unable to get back to it in time. And sometimes, hey, just needed to defend a little more. It's okay. I understand everybody wants to score goals, but defense wins championships.
Yeah. And see, Nell's going for it. Bistro already on defense talking about it. Goes for the challenge mid-air.
It's good to see that Bistro going up for those early challenges. We've seen plenty of early challenges from Nell, and they just already trying to go for another one. We can see can Adapt match that energy and prevent these offensive plays from really developing. It's Comfy now, looking for the infield pass. Nels is not quite there and ready for it, but he does manage to get a shot on target. And Adapt, so far, seems to have adapted.
Yeah. Not quite on target. They're working their way towards the net, though. Fortunately, it does get cleared out. Joshi with the touch. Comfy's gonna send it up. It's a shot! And it's saved, and Nick with a small touch, keeping it out. What a play.
Did I miss something? Okay, Nico? Wait, what? Is that an own goal? Ooh. And it will be an own goal.
Yeah. Unfortunate to say, but yeah.
Well, if you're an Inspyre Esports fan, there's plenty of things to look forward into this game, whether it being confident shots from Inspyre. Oh, defense wins championships? Yeah. You're right. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. But definitely that's, and just as we were talking about the mental game, an own goal can really derail a team. Although we've seen some teams be completely unfazed of it by it. Look at Zen of the 2023 World Championships. After Zen's own goal, they rolled through everyone else. But can Adapt deal with an own goal after they're already down, especially? Will that be something that really slows them down, hurts their confidence, or it's just funny?
Hopefully they can laugh it off, and you know, it gets buried in the games because there's so much more going on. Here we go, another shot off the post, but also Nick getting that save. It's gonna get cleared out. Decibel's trying to get a read here. Does get the touch, gets bumped, but recovers. What a recovery! Oh my goodness, in comes Comfy, popping it up. It's him and Nick, it looks like. Getting past Nick, doesn't get the double. Decibel is there. Is he gonna turn? He does. He pops it up. In comes Josh, but Nels gets there quicker. Ball's in the corner, going towards the net. Nick is there. It's a shot. It's no good, though.
That dunk was certainly very close. I absolutely love the crossbar thing. I think it's one of my favorite things that Rocket League has added lately. And I certainly hear plenty of it in my own games, as that one's gonna no ping necessary. Nick says you can't go a game without me scoring. He's on the board. It's a 1 goal difference separating them.
1 goal difference and just over a minute remaining. It's looking a little bit better than last game where they were down 3 and had just about a minute, but here we go. 1 goal away, 1 minute, 6 seconds. Decibel and Comfy taking the kickoff. Bistro's now in charge with the turnaround. Decibel with the block.
You know, I'm really happy to see Bistro getting up there with those touches. He's only on just over 200 points last game, and I think he really took that personally because he's been very active this game. Great challenges. He even got himself a goal. And, making a much more rounded team. That one, great save from Bistro as well. See, he's just feeling it.
Yeah. He's locked in. Here we go. Bistro with a touch over to Nels. Back to Nick, sending it to the corner. Bistro is there. Him and Comfy missing the connect, outplaying each other. Nick with the turnaround. It's a pop-up. Shot saved by Decibel. Joshi with the catch. A small flick. Bistro trying to get a read on it, and does, but Comfy is there. It's a shot, and that's just in, extending the lead, bringing a 2-goal gap with 7 seconds left.
An unfortunate overextend from Joshi again. Similar situation to the goal that allowed Inspyre to score their third. Just Joshi really hoping that his teammate got a better touch and being way too close and not ready for the shot that covers. Can he redeem himself? No, he gets bumped off. And Inspyre will take 2 games in a row. This one a bit more comfortably than the last one.
Inspyre with game number 2. What a game. This one not as close as the last one, but still a well-played game between the two teams.
One thing certainly remains consistent is Inspyre's pressure. You see, they had 12 shots compared to only just 8 for Adapt.
Yeah, I was just reading the stats, and the saves are crazy too. We got 8 from Adapt and only 4 from Inspyre, so definitely seems like Adapt needs to apply some more offensive pressure. Also, cheers, Dilly.
Of course, and we see
gotta get those hydrates in.
You see Clarky. I see what Clarky wants the reverse sweep, and it certainly is possible. Both teams have been fairly close, and certainly have plenty of skill behind them. But can Adapt just connect it all together, communicate well, make sure they're not taking too many risks, especially on defense. See if they can take game number 3, or if it'll be 3-0.
Let's see, is it reverse sweep time? It's now or never for Adapt Esports. As we were saying, they need to adapt.
Indeed, it's a must-win for them.
Yes.
As Inspyre can just stay nice, cool, calm, and collected. Real question is, what decal is Nels running? Oh no, he stopped his throwback. He's got it with a newer feed against decal. I suppose it had to end eventually.
Maybe just spreading the love to everybody, old and new, you know, so.
Well, if we do go to game 4, Nels, if you can hear me, please wear a Cloud9 decal, thank you.
It's gonna be the one decal he doesn't have.
That'd be heartbreaking. The one decal I really want.
Oof, dirty demo. Joshi taking out Comfy.
Actually, we haven't seen much physical play this game. We've seen a couple of demos come through, actually mostly from Comfy. They haven't played a huge role in this match. See if either team decides, yeah, it's time to start demoing. It's time to start removing the defenders.
Yeah, I know. I think it was Clarky who said it earlier. Like, it's an easier goal when the opposing team's not on the field. So.
Can't confirm. Hard to save it if they're not there to save it.
Exactly. The shot saved by Joshi. Okay. Ball's going up. It gets pinched to the center. Bistro with the touch. Gets the clear. Comfy following it up. Gets one touch. Goes for a second. Nick with the shutdown. It's a pop-up off the wall. Nick with another touch. Followed up by Bistro to the backboard. Another one. It's a shot from Nick. And that's in. Adapt Esports with the first goal of the game.
Now, a few things you can be sure of in life. Death, taxes, and Nick scoring in a game. He just keeps his scoring streak alive. 3 for 3, and this is Adapt's first lead of the series. They're certainly showing that they can most certainly adapt, and they want a reverse sweep. Or at the very least, just want to pad the stats a little bit more.
Most definitely. I mean, maybe this is the confidence boost that they need, you know? First goal of the game, first goal in the series for them to get first, so hopefully it puts a little spark in them and we can see it on the field. They're looking a little bit tighter, rotation-wise and everything, so it's not like it's too bad for them.
Indeed. Definitely starting to clean up the overcommits and the mistakes. Functioning well as a unit. See if they can keep it going. Inspyre has struggled to connect with their infield passes so far, meaning that the workload on the Adapt defense has been a bit lighter, but they've done a great job of intercepting the challenges. Decibel now wants a shot, gonna be low, and Comfy's follow-up is also blocked. They are certainly defending well as a unit.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. We got Inspyre on offense again, but Nick's gonna stop that real quick. Over to Joshy. It's a shot, maybe? It's saved. Decibel getting in the way. Bisha's gonna knock him down, take it. Over to Comfy, who gets the clear. And in comes Nick once again. A small awkward touch, leaving it open for Nels to take. Joshy with the catch. He's working his way down. Decibel with the challenge. Bisha now in control. He's trying to get past Comfy. Is unable to do it. Nick gets the clear. Nels is up. Doesn't get the touch, but Decibel does. Sends it to the wall, and Joshy gets the read. It's going center. It's stopped by Nels. Gets sent right back to the corner it came from. Bisha with the touch. And Decibel once again with the clear.
And if that shot from Joshy had gone in, the Joshy fan club would have been absolutely going wild. But for the time being, we still have to wait for Joshy's first goal. We can only hope that it is a legendary one. As Nels tries to push it forward there. And Inspyre looking a bit less coordinated this time. They're certainly having plenty of great looks at the net. As this one might go in, but Nick, great save. They're having great looks at the net, but they're not quality enough. They're not really playing around the adapt defenders well enough. And most of it's just easily countered.
Yeah, a lot more challenges this game, and obviously a lot more defense. It's only a 1-0 game, and we are heading into our last 35 seconds, last 30 seconds. So if they win with just one goal, that'd be crazy.
Indeed. It'll be our first shutout of the series as well. As well as our lowest scoring game. And that would certainly be a feel-good moment for Adapt if they're able to get it, showing that Inspyre can indeed be held scoreless, or at the very least slowed down long enough to win.
Yeah.
And it'll help that all-important mental game. Infield pass now. Nels rolls back way too far for it. Decibel still on it, though. And a free flip, get it done?
And
no.
Clear.
And that's gonna do it. Adapt. Deny the sweep.
They do. They are not going to have it this game series. What a game.
The start of a comeback. Hope maybe even the start of a reverse sweep. It might be too early to say. Never know.
Exactly. This is Rocket League. Anything can happen. They still have a chance here. They just bought themselves another life. So let's see if they can capitalize on that, because they fought hard for this. A 1-0 game. The closest game we've had all series.
Indeed. But now it's Inspyre's turn to improvise, adapt, and overcome. See if they can find a way to at least get one on the board and maybe repeat what Adapt did and hold their opponent scoreless. In that case, only one goal would be needed.
Seriously, it's only one goal that, makes or breaks the game, so it's good to see they didn't try anything too fancy. They didn't, try and overdo themselves, so they handled business.
Indeed. Worth noting, shout out to Adapt for sticking it through and not making any substitutions either. They believe that their roster can get it done, as obviously Inspyre believes that as well. Another infield pass coming through. They certainly like these passes. And while it certainly worked for them in overtime, they've been struggling for success in regulation. Adapt has been reading those passes quite well. They'll continue to. Oh my, that's not going to be a great touch! Decibel!
No.
Is that a black abracadabra? Oh my. With his first goal, showing me a goal explosion I've never seen before. I love it.
The more you know. Team bump is rough, yeah.
They pulled the fire burner and Garrett G. Nels back in the OG BDS decal, and there it is! The Joshy fan club goes wild. He has scored. We've got the Twitter account that says, has Joshy scored yet? They can close the account. He's done it. He's him.
That's right.
What's up, Lucas Plays? Thanks for joining us.
We do. We love the straight response. Goal for goal. Things should be heating up as Adapt found their momentum last game, and hopefully they can ride it out into this one and keep the streak going. Put another win under their belts, get us all ready, and bring us to game number 5. But only time will tell. It is a 1-1 game, not even a full minute in yet.
Indeed. This is certainly what you love to see if you value good Rocket League. Both the game's nice and close. But I'm sure all of us want a game 5. That way the Champions field that we're on seems even more fitting.
Yes. It's always my hope. Here we go. Comfy almost taking a shot there. Ran out of boost and got defended. In comes Nels. Nick getting in the way of Decibel. Bistro is there. Nels is going to send it back to his side of the field. Comfy is there for the turnaround, but Joshy has a response to that. He's going to send it right back where it came from, followed up by Nick. Nels is on defense though, sends it to the wall, gets a pinch off the ceiling, but it's no good. Nick is there for the touch, back to Nels, up and over Joshy. He's going all the way. It's a shot saved by Bistro. Nick's gonna help him out with a little bit of backup. Over to Joshy, straight towards the net, and that's in! Nick finishing the play, bringing their team to 2-1.
An unfortunate double commit from Inspyre, really uncharacteristic from them. They've been so coordinated on offense, and it results in Nels not being able to get back for the save. Having a mistake that you really don't want to make when you're tied. Like, understandable if they were up, but there's no need to take the risk if you're not losing the game yet. Worst case scenario, like, it goes to overtime, and we've already proven that they have the ice to close it out.
I don't know, I think that's where mentality comes to play, when it's like, some people think a tie is losing, you know what I mean? So that just like adds pressure to them, and there's the double touch from Comfy, tying up the game.
Well, certainly he feels comfy in the air. Nice little one off the backboard, no pings necessary, and we're tied at 2.
Here we go, kickoff number 5. A little bit of a stall, going to the wall. Nels is going to get the first touch, straight to Bistro, who sends it back out. Decibel getting a touch, and Nick for the turnaround. Nels with the dirty demo. It's up, it's bouncing down, it's right outside the net, but Decibel and Nels work together to get the clear. Both on low boost, but they managed to do it. Joshy gets shut down by Comfy. Nick missing the connect, leaving Bistro stranded. He gets an awkward touch, and Decibel's unable to get it past him.
Indeed. Adapt, certainly mitigating very well. If I'm Inspyre, I really want to see more, like, softer first touches. They're definitely going for plenty of great plays, but the first touches are quite heavy. It takes a lot of boosts to follow them up, introducing what they can do when they actually get back to the half. And oh my goodness, Nick starts cooking them for breakfast. Adapt has the lead once again. But it's another very hard first touch. If Nels just got a softer touch, it's quite possible it might have been able to do something with it.
What a turnaround from Nick. I just want to highlight that play really quick. Oh my goodness.
Indeed. Caught the Inspyre defense very much off guard. Nels looking for the skimmer. You know, you tried.
A for effort.
Indeed.
What a bump! Joshy getting taken out, leaving Nick to defend. He gets the save. In comes Bistro, taking it out. No boost, no problem, and showing it. Proof's in the pudding. He brought it all the way down. Unfortunately, it gets turned around. Comfy taking possession, getting challenged by Nick. Followed up by Joshy before he gets taken out with the demo. Nick with another touch. Over to Bistro. It's a shot, and that's in. Adapt taking the lead even further. We now have a 4-2 game with 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining.
Adapt are just so calm and, like, they just know what they're doing. My English failed me for a second there. But
English is hard, I don't blame you.
But they're so calm and collected. They're not throwing random shots at the net right now. They're really doing their best to get Inspyre out of position, moving them from time to time. And a much different approach from Inspyre. It's just trying to brute force them with great mechanics and shots. As this one might squeak its way in, but shooting on a defended net is always not as good as shooting on an open net. And Inspyre needs to generate some open nets for themselves. They only got a minute to do so, and they're going to need to find 3 goals as Joshy gets his second.
Again, Joshua with the read. Taking the ball from Nick, not fully, but definitely saw he could not get the touch as quick as he could, and he capitalized on it, extending the lead once again. We have less than a minute. It is 5-2. Inspyre is chasing 3. In comes Comfy over to Joshi, who's gonna pop it up off the ceiling. A nice air dribble, bumping Nels. What a physical play there. We were talking about that earlier.
Indeed, Adapt starting to feel comfortable, and like we said earlier, momentum is a huge thing for Rocket League. Momentum all in favor of Adapt right now, as Comfy really wanted another shot. Off the bar, can Nels drag it in? Actually, it's going to be an own goal from Josh. I'm just going to act like that never happened.
Will his fans be happy he scored another one? Does that count, or...?
I mean, hey, if you have Josh on your fantasy team, I say it counts.
A goal's a goal. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Here we go. Decibel trying to take it towards the net, is unable to. He gets shut down. So does Nels. Nick in charge, showing it. A misconnect. It's a battle right outside the net. Looks like this might be it, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading to game at number 5. Adapt Esports taking another win.
Shout out to Adapt for fulfilling their namesake and really getting it done. Comfy, playing the scoreboard a little bit there, but definitely a great play by Adapt. Able to, honestly, one of the more one-sided games we've seen so far. And it seems to feel like they're a completely different team. Much more composed, and they're not overextending. They've learned the lessons from the games previously, and they're doing quite a great job. It'll be interesting to see what Inspyre does, and if they try to slow things down a bit more, or maybe use the ground game a bit more. There's no doubt they have great mechanics, but the aerial game not really working out for them right now.
Yeah, I've learned, especially in higher ranks, sometimes simple does the trick. Like, I know you guys train, you know all these mechanics, and, you know, it's cool, it's great to see, and they're useful, but sometimes bringing it back down to the basics is going to do a lot more than these mechanics, because everyone knows the counters for the most part. I mean, that's why you guys are in the ranks that you're in, you know? So.
Indeed. Regardless of how the ball gets to the top left, so long as it gets to the top left, we're good.
Yeah, basically.
But here we go. Game 5. Champions Field between Adapt Esports and Inspyre Esports. Let's see who's got the ice in their veins to close it out. 5 minutes. We will have your answer.
Taking kickoff.
There it is. He's got the Cloud9 decal. Well,
I love to see it.
I know who I'm rooting for. So it doesn't really matter who I'm rooting for. Because all that matters is that who wins. Comfy.
Yep.
Doing the best he can with a little squishy save. That's Nels with his beautiful Cloud9 decal. Able to deny the follow-up shot.
Decibel's taking it. He's going. He gets the center, but Bistro is there knocking it out. Comfy with the turnaround. He gets challenged. It's a pinch to the other side. In comes Decibel, but Nick beats him to the touch. He's going to take a clear, get it to mid. Just past it. Comfy with the touch, sends it to the corner. Joshi is there. Followed up by Nels on defense. He gets past Bistro. He's still going. It's him in the net, and it's in.
I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am that Nels in the Cloud9 decal wins the ISO against Nick. Nick, love you, but he's in his Nels is in his torment arc right now.
Yes, Champions Field. Welcome on in, Bromank. Glad you could make it. Here we go. Adapt taking kickoff, followed up by Nels. Bistro with the turnaround, and comes Comfy with the touch to the backboard. It's bouncing down. Nels is there. He takes another shot once again. Back off the backboard. Decibel going. Joshi gets a touch, gets the save. Comfy with the shot. Joshi with another save. It didn't register, but we'll give it to him anyways. Out goes Nick with the ball straight towards the net. It's a shot followed up by Bistro, and it's in.
What's my NBA team? The Brooklyn Nets. It's not that long of a story, but I mean they're close enough to home for me. Understandable. Yeah, Yeah, I know they're not the greatest team in the world, but hey, you know, just let me be a somewhat Nets fan. I actually watch more football than I do basketball. Oh, you're a Doncic follower, so you're on the Lakers now. That's fair. That's fair. But either way, I I feel like we've had some crossbar abuse in this match, just a little bit, especially from Inspyre. I'd appreciate if they would put the ball in the back of that rather than the top.
Yeah. Bistro and Joshy trying to work together. The shot was just wide though. In comes Nick with the shot, and that's in. We now have Adopt in the lead. A 2-1 game. 3 minutes, 3 seconds on the clock.
And so rotational mishap reminisce of games 1 and 2. Nels and Comfy both on the back wall. Neither one of them actually defending the net there. You gotta always make sure someone's covering. Just a breakdown in communication. It can happen. But sometimes even if it doesn't feel like it's your turn in the rotation, just hey, be the bigger man, step up and make sure that the other team can't score.
So the game series is 2-2. Yep, what Clarky said. This is game number 5. Adapt just took the lead. It's 2-1, and we have a 3-1 game now. 2 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. It is now or never for both of these teams. They need to show up, show out, and leave it all on the field now.
Bistro, he has progressed so far from propping up the scoreboard in game number 1 to getting the goal ahead. One goal that might end up being the dagger in game number 5. He has been absolutely phenomenal as we get some more post abuse, but Nels is going to make it a 1-goal game. And most importantly, it stops the adapt momentum. And Inspyre definitely needed that. That's a little feel good for the rest of the game.
Here we go. Kickoff number 6. Let's see who takes it. It's a close game. 1 goal away. Bistro takes it. He gets knocked out by Comfy. Decibel with the follow-up off the backboard. It's going to mid. Nels is there with the catch. The touch. Over to Comfy. He gets a small touch. He's taking it. And that's in. Nels to finish the play, tying up the game 3-3.
Chat, clip it. Comfy, great little reset. Gets the bump as well. And it's easy shooting lane for Nels. We're tied at 3. Anything can happen. Things you love to see.
Yeah. Again, Adapt with the kickoff, straight into a shot. Decibel with the save, the follow-up, the clear. He's going, knocked down by Nick. Ball is in the corner. A misconnect, and it gets sent back. Nels uses the last of his boost, trying to get back, knocking Nick off the play. Over to Comfy. It's a long shot, and it's saved. Joshy with the save. Last second. Comfy taking it back to center, but Nick's not letting that happen. Up goes Nels to the corner once again. Joshy knocking it back. Decibel with a challenge. Bistro taking it from him. In comes Comfy. The rotations are crazy. It's in the net. Nels taking the lead.
Who else but Mr. Torment himself, the Cloud9 master, with the hat trick. Yes, it's open net. We'll just ignore that part. But great play to get the ball mid, and a great job to Nels being there. He's got 3. He's heating up. And if there's one player you probably don't want heating up, it's the one who's shown quite some mechanical prowess, and Mr. Pre-Jump himself, Nels.
Up goes the ball. There's Comfy with another touch. Keeping it active, but Nick's going to knock that out. It's going right back to the corner. Decibel with the touch. Bistro with the challenge. He's stopping the play. Up goes Nick. Full boost ahead. Taking it center. Nels going for the challenge. We have a small cluster right outside the net. Bistro gets the touch. Decibel is there with another small touch. Knocking it back just a little bit. Decibel takes a shot. Joshy gets in the way. In comes Comfy. Popping it up. Nick's there for the challenge. He's going to follow it up. Nels is a little awkward, gets the challenge though. A shot from Comfy, and that's just in, extending the lead for Inspyre 3-5 in game number 5, 55 seconds remaining.
Comfy dropping an absolute bomb on the Adapt squad. A 2-goal lead with just a minute left. The nerves got to be high, and I can only imagine what is going through the minds of the Adapt players right now. They need to figure out something, and need to figure it out fast. Because while it's still winnable, time is not their friend. Comfy wants to make it another 3 in favor of Inspyre. Is that the dagger?
Comfy is peeking. He's taking it all away. As I said, showing up, showing out, leaving it all on the field right here, right now. 43 seconds. A dirty demo on kickoff. Joshy doesn't know what to do. He's no boosts. In comes Nels with a pinch off the wall. Ball's going center. There's Comfy once again getting beat by Bistro. 30 seconds. Nick has the ball. Sends it center. Bistro is there. He gets another touch. Now sends it to the wall. In comes Nick. Once again, full boost ahead too. Ball's back in the corner. Comfy's in charge. He's taking it down. Bistro with the turnaround. Off the back wall over to Nick. Joshy tried and Comfy did not let it happen. 5 seconds.
Time is unfortunately expired for Adapt Esports. They might get one for the road, but it really doesn't matter. Inspyre take the series. And they fight off the reverse sweep. Well done to the Inspyre, the former Evolve boys. Get to note the Cloud9 decal. Did its job.
Oh my goodness, you guys. What a game series, am I right? Inspyre had it first 2 games, and then we started seeing the comeback from Adapt. Possibly a reverse sweep, but in game number 5, that did not happen. Inspyre took it in the end. 6-4.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts?
It was quite an interesting series. We saw several changes. Obviously, Inspyre started off super hot. But Adapt, well, they were able to figure things out. Able to stay cool, calm, and collected. And really take advantage of the gaps that Inspyre was leaving. But in the end, their confidence, their speed, that aggression, that just was really consistent throughout the whole series, was just too much for Adapt to handle. And their slower paced offense, eventually just couldn't keep up with the pace of the goals and the mechanical brilliance from Inspyre Esports. Really hard fought win for them, and well played to both teams.
It was, especially because Adapt had it in the beginning. They did have the lead, and it was looking good for them, and then Inspyre just, like, tsunami'd them in goals. That was crazy.
Are you kind of weird? You know, I'm kind of weird. So, that checks out.
We love it. We love it.
Baseball, huh?
Anyways. Yes, GG's to both teams. Congratulations to our winners. Shout out to my co-caster, Endless Dolphins. I did drop his Twitch. There's a link that you guys can click. Go follow him. Big shout out to him. He's amazing. This was so much fun. I hope you had fun.
I had a great time. This was an absolute blast. Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, of course. Great. Last second get together.
Indeed. Should have both teams just request a caster. Just make it happen.
Yes, got it. Anyways, I'm going to raid. Ooh, who should we? Cowith? Jordan? Oh, my goodness. They're both SSL, so I can't go based off rank either, but...
We'll say Jordan.
Jordan? Alright. He's got blurps, so you guys can go spam him with fishy on me. I promise he'll love it. But anyways, that is all from us. Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate it, whether you were here to support the league, the players, the teams, the casters. Thank you for being here. You guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, or night wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay royal. Per usual, I will see you in the next one. And once again, thank you to Endless Dolphins for being here.
Boys. Peace out, folks.
Yes, VODs will be up automatically. Got you guys. See ya.
I need to figure out how do I leave an Xbox party. I never